woman. Adult female human, late Old English women, wyman, plural women, literally woman man, alteration of wifman, plural wifman, woman, female servant, 8th century, a compound of wif woman, see wife, plus man human being, in Old English used in reference to both sexes, see man. Compare Dutch vrouw mens wife, literally woman man. The formation is peculiar to English and Dutch. Replaced older Old English wif and queen as the word for female human being. The pronunciation of the singular altered in Middle English by the rounding influence of w, the plural retains the original vowel. Meaning wife, now largely restricted to U.S. dialectal use, is attested from mid-15th century. The more usual Indo-European word is represented in English by queen and queen. Words for woman also double for wife in some languages. Some proposed PIE roots for wife include weep to twist, turn, wrap, perhaps with sense of veiled person, see vibrate, and more recently quibite, a proposed root meaning shame, also pudenda, but the only examples of it would be the Germanic words and Tocharian, a lost IE language of Central Asia, quipe, kip female pudenda wife. Middle English wif, wyf, from Old English wif, from Proto-Germanic wieben, of uncertain origin. Middle English wif, wyf, from Old English wif, neuter, woman, female, lady, also, but not especially, wife, from Proto-Germanic ofa, source also of Old Saxon, Old Frisian wif, Old Norse vif, Danish and Swedish viv, Middle Dutch, Dutch wijf, Old High German wib, German wabe, of uncertain origin and disputed etymology, not found in Gothic. Quean. Proto-Indo-European root meaning woman. It is the hypothetical source of evidence for its existence is provided by Sanskrit Janus a woman, Gna wife of a god, a goddess, Avestan Janish wife, Armenian kinwoman, Greek Gyn a woman, a wife, Old Church Slavonic Xena, Old Prussian Gen a woman, Gaelic bean woman, Old English quen queen, female ruler of a state, woman, wife, Gothic kino a woman, wife, kens queen. Modern English queen is from the 11th century onward. Queen, the Middle English descendant of Old English queen, woman, female serf, and ancestor of modern English queen, was also used to mean prostitute. Once established, this pejorative sense of queen drove out its neutral senses, and especially in the 16th and 17th centuries, the word was used almost solely to refer to prostitutes. Around the same time, in many English dialects the pronunciation of queen and queen became identical, leading to the obsolescence of the latter term outside of a few regions. Queen, a boldly flirtatious or sexually promiscuous woman. A worthless woman, a strumpet. The meaning of this word, which is now seldom used, is said not to be well ascertained. Young, robust woman, Old English queen woman, also female serf, prostitute, as in port queen public woman, from Proto-Germanic quenan. Popular 16 to 17 centuries in sense hussy. Sense of effeminate homosexual is recorded from 1935, especially in Australian slang. Queen chippy, doxy, fancy woman, floozy, hoochie, slang, Jezebel, trollop, wench, boisterous, impudent, disreputable, Scotland a girl or unmarried woman. Anglo-Saxons knew better, their word was beomater, queen bee in a figurative sense is from 1807. Meaning male homosexual, especially a feminine and ostentatious one, first certainly recorded 1924. Queen. Informal, homosexual, gay, queer, informal, derogatory, homo, informal, derogatory, Jessie, slang, pansy, informal, derogatory, homosexual man, poof, British and Austral. Derogatory slang, effeminate man, diva, prima donna, batty boy, slang, camp man, shirt lifter, derogatory slang, woofter, derogatory slang, cot queen 1540s originally apparently housewife of a cot, from cot hut, peasant's hut, see cottage, plus queen woman. Thence the transition is easy on the one side to one who has the manners of a laborer's wife, rude, ill-mannered woman, vulgar bedlam, scold. And on the other hand a man who acts the housewife. Caught queen, derogatory, a female cuckold, a coop queen, Betty, caught Betty, hen hussy, sissy, Molly Coddle, Jane girl. English is one of the few Indo-European languages to have a word for queen that is not a feminine derivative of a word for king. The others are Scandinavian, Old Norse drottning, Danish dronning, Swedish drottning queen, in Old Norse also mistress, but these also are held to be ultimately from male words, such as Old Norse drotten master. Mistress. 1300, female teacher, governess, supervisor of novices in a convent, from Old French maîtresse mistress, lover, housekeeper, governess, female teacher, modern French maîtresse, femme. Of maester master, from Latin magister chief, head, director, teacher, see master. Sense of a woman who employs others or has authority over a household and servants. Meaning woman who has mastered an art or branch of study. Sense of kept woman of a married man is from early 15th century. As a polite form of address to a woman, mid-15th century. Meaning woman who is beloved and courted, one who has command over a lover's heart. Mrs. 1580s, abbreviation of mistress, originally in all uses of that word. Prefixed to the name of a married woman by 1610s. The plural madams is an abbreviation of French mesdames, plural of madame, used in English to serve as the plural of Mrs., which is lacking. Pronunciation Mrs. was considered vulgar at least into 18th century. Compare Mrs. The Mrs. one's wife is from 1920. Mrs., also Mrs., a colloquial contraction of mistress, as the oral form of Mrs., from 1790, the Mrs. the wife is attested by 1833. Hussy. 1520s, mistress of a household, housewife, deformed contraction of Middle English housewife, see housewife. Evidence of the shortening of the two vowels is throughout Middle English. Traditionally pronounced hussy, in 20th century the pronunciation shifted to match the spelling. The sense gradually broadened colloquially to mean any woman or girl. By 1650 the word was especially applied to a woman or girl who shows casual or improper behavior, short for pert hussy, etc., and it had lost all but its derogatory sense by mid-18th century. A woman considered to be brazen or promiscuous. A saucy or impudent girl or young woman. A shameless or promiscuous woman, a woman adulterer. A girl or woman who behaves in a disrespectful or inappropriate way or who has many casual sexual relationships. Hussy. Old-fashioned, slut, tart, informal, strumpet, baggage, informal, old-fashioned, tramp, slang, jade, wanton, minx, wench, archaic, slapper, British slang, scrubber, British and Austral slang, trollop, floozy, slang, queen, archaic. Housewife. Housewife, early 13th century housewife, woman, usually married, in charge of a family or household, wife of a householder, from Hughes house, see house, plus wife woman. Compare husband, originally pronounced husif, the full written form of it began to be used from 1500, representing a pronunciation shift that was made at least in part to distinguish it from its offspring, hussy. In 16th century, housewife and hussy were still realized to be same word, and it was felt that a distinction between the two was due to the reputable matron Fowler. From mid-15th century, it is common to use housewife in a good, and housewife or hussy in a bad sense. The modern sense of female spouse began as a specialized sense in Old English. The general sense of woman is preserved in midwife, old wives' tale, etc. Middle English sense of mistress of a household survives in housewife, and the later restricted sense of tradeswoman of humble rank in fishwife. By 1883 as passive partner in a homosexual couple. Wife swapping is attested from 1954.